What up, what up, what up? You know who it is. You know who I be. It ain't no secret. It's Mr. Lyons coming to you live and direct on this wonderful Wednesday, April 21st, 2020. Mas uno, see. Yes. Let's say it with our chest. We are in here like the atmosphere. So you know what we gonna do, dawg. We gonna G-A-T-A and get after these academics. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, not only is the day a wonderful Wednesday, April 21st, but the day is 144 of our calendar school year. Yes. What are we doing? Chugging along. And our quote of the day comes from William Arthur Ward. What does William say? William said, curiosity is the wick in the candle of learning. Woo! Now that right there, that's meaningful right there. Ooh, let that knowledge burn. Let it burn. Because you know how we feel at Carter Community School. I matter, you matter, we matter. But what's the weather for today, Miss Lyon? Because the weather today is going to be so nice. It's going to be a high of 76 and a low of 40. Yes, beautiful weather out there today. What's our, you know what I'm saying? What's our motto, Miss Lyon? I know somebody asked me about that motto. Our motto is what? College prep begins in kindergarten. Sure does. We going to prep you early. Get you ready to get to college and on to your career. But what's our mission? Because our mission is to prepare children for college and other productive lifelong learning experiences beginning kindergarten. Because everybody might not be meant to go to college, but we want to make sure that you get a meaningful education before you can be a meaningful working adult. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to go ahead and kick it, baby. We're going to go ahead and get into the school news. And the only school news that I need you to know that's most important is tonight. It's math night. It's kicking off at 6 p.m. Be there or be square. Check your reminds, check your messages, check your emails, because we coming tonight, baby. We coming tonight, and we bringing it. Oh, yes. But now, it's time for the classroom updates. Man, what's going on in the classroom, Miss Lyons? All right, first up is Mr. Gibbs, and he said this Wednesday in K through 2, y'all doing a 20-minute aerobics. And this Wednesday for 3 through 5, this Wednesday, you also doing a 20-minute workout aerobics. All right, and then in 6th grade this Wednesday, y'all doing a 20-minute aerobics. And then in 7th and 8th grade this Wednesday, once again, what you doing? 20-minute aerobics. So across the board this Wednesday, it's aerobic time. It's to get that movement, get that physical movement going on. I appreciate that, Mr. Gibbs. Next up, I got kindergarten and Mrs. Beatty. Because this Wednesday, she said ELA, after reviewing the book, To Be a Friend of Trees. All right, we will discuss and write about why animals depend on trees. Everything depends on the plants on the planet, all right? Without the plants, we can't survive, all right? Now, math, we will review practice strategies and solving addition and subtraction word problems. Thank you, Miss Beatty. You are the greatest. Boom, boom. I salute you both ways. All right, now, next up, I got who? Oh, my goodness, I got who? Oh, my goodness. I got 1st grade and Mrs. Williams. Mrs. Williams said this Wednesday, you ought to create a chart. What would you like to be and what kind of occupation? Ooh, what would you like to be when you become an adult? Like Mr. Lyons? Be better than me, baby. Way better than me. All right, next up, got Mrs. Colson in 1st grade. Miss Colson said, hey, this week, y'all be working on the purpose of the birds and feathers and review level B sight words. And then y'all gonna be dropping the E and adding the suffix ing by introducing and adding double consonants when adding the suffix I to the N to the G. That makes it, see me moving? I'm moving, ing. It makes it action, baby. It makes it action. All right, next up, I got 2nd grade and Mr. Carrington. He said this Wednesday, y'all doing a close read aloud on other types of fossils and finding the missing title of sections and test features. And then y'all gonna work on the author's purpose with some task cards. Mr. Carrington, you the man. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Next up, I got who? 3rd grade and Mrs. Green. Mrs. Green said, hey, this Wednesday, y'all gonna do multiply to find area. Yes, perimeter, area, geometry. Yes, sirs, yes, ma'am. Next up, I got Mrs. Jones in 3rd grade, and she said, hey, this Wednesday, hey, we gonna pop it off. Because this Wednesday, we popping it off with what? We popping it off with continuing working on sequence and text structure to understand how authors make connections. Yes, you are. That's what's going down in 3rd grade, because 4th grade, boom, y'all holding it down. That's my favorite number. I hold it down with them foes, baby. Now, Wednesday and Mrs. Archer and ELA, you all are going to do context clues and you all are doing y'all EOG practice. end of grade practice because it's coming very soon. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All right, and then next up, I got 5th grade and Mrs. Bradby. Hey, Miss Bradby said this Wednesday in social studies, y'all gonna answer some questions. Now, I'm gonna say y'all gonna answer some questions in social studies today. And then in ELA, you all gonna introduce analogies and word relationships that begin chapter 10 of Esperanza Rising. We almost done with that, I'm pretty sure. And then Mr. Lyons, what we're working on? In math, we're working on how to divide fractions and whole numbers. And then we're gonna learn how to divide whole numbers by fractions. That's all we're doing in math. Easy money. And then in science, it's energy flow in ecosystems. We're talking about the biomes. We're talking about, you know what I'm saying, producers, consumers, and decomposers. That's what we're talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All right, and then in middle school, we're going to get it. We're going to get it. Because in 6th grade, Mrs. Batts in math, she said the students would learn how to find the distance between 2 points on the quarter plane. And then in ELA, across the board for 6th, 7th, 8th grade, Mr. Ship said this week you all be doing that drama on, y'all figuring out everything about Romeo and Juliet. And then in science, 6th grade students be learning the phase changes and diagrams of them, plus the physical and chemical changes. Yes. And then in social studies with Mr. Michael, he said, hey, the students will continue learning about social studies, and y'all gonna learn with caste systems, class systems, city states, and feudalism. And the quiz is tomorrow, so be ready. All right. Then in 7th grade, Mrs. Bat said the students will learn to solve equations of the missing angles. All right, be ready for your test next week. And then ELA, Romeo and Juliet. All right, science, students will learn about the circulatory, respiratory, and the digestive systems. Should already know about them, but that's neither here nor there. All right, and then in social studies, the student will learn about the Revolutionary War. And then in math, 8th grade, students will learn about how to multiply, divide, and estimate numbers using scientific notation. Should already know it. How I know? Because I talked to you. All right, and then in 8th grade, ELA, Romeo and Juliet. And then in 8th grade science, students will be working on fossils. Y'all working on fossils. And then in 8th grade social studies, y'all continue learning about the Civil War. There it is. It ain't no secret. You know who I am. You know who I be. I'm Mr. Lyons. I'm letting you know. Ha! Rhetorical. All right, I want everybody to do what? Attack your day and your academics with relentless tenacity and bend your will towards greatness. And remember, one family, one falcon, one flight. And we go!